Hello queens. I'm back at y'all with another video, and today I'm showing y'all how I created this colorful cut crease type of glam. So without further ado, we're jumping straight into the video. I'm starting it off by cleaning my client's face. Now that her face is all clean, I'm going to proceed to doing her eyebrows, and as y'all can see, her eyebrows are already nicely shaped, so I'm just going to go in and outline them. It's not really much I'm going to have to do as far as filling them in. To fill in her eyebrows, I'm using my LA Colors eyebrow pencil, and this one is in the shade Black Brown. Once I've made my way to the front of her eyebrows, I like to start doing little hair-like strokes just to make it easier to blend into the back. And to do so, I'm using a Nicka K brow pencil, and this one is in the shade Light Brown. Before I go in and clean up her eyebrows, I'm going to be using my I.envy clear eyelash glue, and I'm using this to lay her brow hairs down in place. So as you can see, I just applied it throughout her brows. Now I'm going in with my spoolie, and I'm using it to mold the hairs down. To clean up her eyebrows, I'm going to be going in with these two concealers. One is from Nicka K and the other is from RK by Kiss. First, I'm going in with the Nicka K concealer, and it's in the shade 02, and I'm using this to clean up underneath her arch. Now to clean up the remainder of the way on the top and the bottom of my client's eyebrows, I'm going in with that RK by Kiss concealer, and it was in the shade Fawn. For an eyeshadow base, I'm going in with my e.l.f. Camo Concealer, and this is in the shade White. As y'all can see, I went ahead and applied some on her lids. Now I'm just making sure I blend it throughout her eyes. And you want to make sure you try to get it as even as possible, because if you have an even base, you should have even eyeshadows as well. Before I go in with eyeshadows, I'm taking some of my Dermablend Translucent powder, and I'm applying this throughout the front of her eyebrows just to lighten them up, and I'm also using it to set some of the concealer in place. To start this look off, I'm going in with this bright orange shade from my Morphe 35B palette, and I'm packing this on the outer edge of her eye. All of the eyeshadows that I'm using in today's tutorial will be from the Morphe 35B palette. Next, I'm going in with this bright yellow shade, and I'm taking this on my Wet n Wild tapered blending brush, and I'm packing it right underneath the front of her eyebrow. I decided that I wanted to deepen up her crease, so to do so, I'm using the bright red shade from the palette, and after I have it packed on, I'm going to be going back in with that orange just to make sure everything is nice and blended. Now it's time to cut her crease, so we're just going to be doing a semi-cut crease, and I like to stamp out my shape just to get it as precise as possible. And to cut her crease, I'm using my e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade White and a synthetic flat brush. Now that both of the creases have been cut, I'm going in with that red shade, and I'm applying it at the end of her cut crease. I wanted her crease to be a little deeper, so I went in with the dark purple shade on the outer edge, and it was kind of patchy and I didn't like that, but we're gonna fix it later on in the video. And for her lids, I just went in with this light pastel pink. It's the lightest pink that's in the palette, and I decided to leave the inner corners of her eyes blank because I wanted them to pop. I'm gonna go in and line her eyes using my Wet n Wild black liquid liner, and I decided to do a wing. Now that both of the wings have been drawn on, I decided to go back in and add a detail line to kind of mimic a full cut crease. This was going to help me hide that patchy purple eyeshadow. If you're a makeup artist, then you know it is so hard to find purple eyeshadows that actually apply smooth. So yeah, that patchiness was really getting on my nerves, and as I look on the video, it doesn't look that bad, but in person it was just getting on my nerves, y'all. So this accent line was perfect. To top off this eyeshadow, I'm going in with this pigment from AshleyLeeCosmetics, and it's in the shade Silver Milky Way. And I'm just going to press this on top of her eyes. I didn't go in with any adhesive. I just applied it straight onto the eyeshadows. Moving on to her face, I went ahead and cleaned and moisturized her face off camera. Now I'm going in with my e.l.f. matte poreless putty primer, and I'm using this to prime her face. To tone out some of the discoloration, I'm going in with my Nicka K concealer, and it's in the shade 07. For her foundation, I'm going in with my Maybelline FitMe foundation, and it's in the shade Warm Coconut. To highlight her face, I'm going in with my Nicka K concealer, and it's in the shade 05. I'm going in with the shade 02 on top of it just to lighten it up. To set her concealer in place, I'm going in with my FitMe pressed powder, and it's in the shade Pure Beige. Now I'm going in with my Morphe loose powder in the shade Rich Banana, and I'm just applying this on top of the Fit Me powder. To bronze up her face, I'm taking the sculpting shade from my Black Radiance contour palette, and it's in the level light to medium. To set the remaining areas of her face, I'm going in with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and it's in the color Dark Deep, and I mixed it with my Fit Me pressed powder in the shade Toffee. I'm going in with some black eyeshadow, and I'm using it to line the edge of her waterline. Now I'm going back in with that foundation brush, and I'm using it to dust away all of the powder. I'm going to go ahead and spray her face with some setting spray, and while her face is drying, I'm just going to go in with lashes. as y'all can see, I went ahead and highlighted her face. Now we're moving on to the lips. To line her lips, I'm using my LA Colors dark brown eyebrow pencil. For the center of her lips, I'm going in with this OZ Lab lip gloss, and it's in the shade 01. I decided to go on top of her lips with this clear lip gloss. You can find it at your local beauty supply store. I just wanted her lips to look extra glossy, but once I'm finished applying this, that'll be the finished look, and we'll be getting into the grand reveal, so I'm gonna let y'all watch. Okay, you ready to see?
Scared. Oh, it looks so pretty. Cute. Period.
Okay queens, this is the end of the video, and as y'all can tell by her reaction, this tutorial was another success. I think this look came out absolutely bomb. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And this is your daily reminder to go follow me on Instagram. The link will be in the description box down below. Bye bye queens.